All right. All right. I think we're back. I think we're good here. Just had to set up some stuff on the stream. Checking out my settings. All right. I think we're okay. I think we're good to go. So, hello everybody. Yeah. One day I'll actually use this thing as like a full soundboard and stuff, and I'll be, we'll be doing laughs all the time and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, for today. Wait. Oops. Yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be like a running gag, isn't it? I think at this point. Anyway, yes, I am back. A little bit later than I wanted to be, but like I said earlier, I did have a lot of stuff I had to get done today. So, with that all out of the way, I can finally stream tonight for a few hours. Funnily enough, a little earlier than my normal time, but yeah, it's been an interesting day for streaming, that's for sure. And an interesting day for games. So what did you guys think of Gamescom? I thought it was interesting. Certainly more variety in games than I expected. But I will admit that like a lot of the games did kind of have like a samey vibe to them. They were your typical like action Dark Souls-y type games, but like nothing that I looked at and was like, again. Like there was definitely some interesting things even with the AAA stuff. So we'll see. A lot of 2026 announcements as always, and I mean, it kind of makes sense at this point. You're into what, almost September at this point. Like, yeah, I mean, anything super huge for the holidays is probably announced by now, or maybe next month by like Nintendo, like that type of thing. So there's really no point in like, going too crazy with like brand new game announcements. I mean, especially because like I'm kind of curious what they're gonna have for like the Game Awards. Like they usually have a couple of interesting announcements there too. So it's going to be an interesting like second half of the year, I feel. But yeah, the one thing I do want to do before we get too crazy in all of this is I actually didn't watch the pre-show. I kind of did. Like I watched a little bit of it. But yeah, I didn't actually get a chance to see it all. So what we're going to do before we get too deep into today's adventures, which is Donkey Kong Bonanza, is we're going to kind of do what we do best here. And we're going to, there we go. And then we'll pause OCR here. Okay. So, I didn't watch the pre-show for Gamescom. There was a few announcements that I want to see the trailers for, I'm just kind of curious. I want to make sure I actually got all my bases covered in terms of what I saw today. So we're gonna fire that up. We're gonna watch Mr. Kyle Bossman do his thing, and then we'll talk about it a little bit, and then we'll move on to Donkey Kong.
Hello and welcome to the Gamescom Opening Night Live 2025 pre-show. I'm Kyle Bossman. The main show, Opening Night Live. The one with Black Ops 7 and Resident Evil Requiem, hosted by Jeff Keighley. That's soon, but not yet. This is the waiting room. And the secret about the ONL pre-show is that it's good itself. We've got an absurd amount of trailers and reveals and premieres right here in the lead up. So let's not waste another microsecond. Here's a brand new game reveal.
Ooh.
Yo, remember me? Your old pal Bubsy?
Are you fucking kidding me? Bubsy? You know what? Actually, I'm not surprised. There was a new Bubsy collection that's supposed to come out this year. I think Atari owns the Bubsy name now. I think, if I remember correctly, the actual creator of Bubsy passed away a few years ago, sadly. But, yeah. Fucking Bubsy, really?
From all those classic games you loved.
Was it something I said? What could possibly go wrong?
Forget about that. Let's talk about the new one. Bubsy 4D.
At least they acknowledged how bad they were.
Now, This I like. So, where are we going next? Don't mind if I do. Zoink! They call me the Orange Blur. Do any of these outfits come with pants?
At least it's self-aware.
I got one brain cell, right? And it's working overtime on this baby. Atari? I didn't even know they were still around.
Okay. Before Kyle starts in his next game here. Okay, two things I liked about that trailer. One is, well, three things. One, it's a new Bubsy game. I laugh, but, like, let's be honest here. It's nice to see these old franchises get new entries. Like, I'm sorry. Bubsy is stupid. Don't get me wrong, but, like, Bubsy was originally intended to be a mascot, like, because everybody wanted a mascot back in the 90s. And to be honest, I think mascot things are still kind of cool. But, like, in the 90s, every game company wanted their own mascot. Hell, a lot of companies wanted their own mascot. Remember Pepsi Man? Yeah, nobody does. But, every company wanted a thing, person, whatever, to represent their business. And for console manufacturers, everybody wanted to be the next Mario. And so, Sega had Sonic, and, there was Aero the Acrobat, and Bubsy, and, there was just so many of these characters. Most of them have been forgotten for time, but Bubsy games were infamously bad. And I don't know why Bubsy in particular, like, got the lightning rod, because, like, there are a ton of mascot games from that generation that are just garbage. And some of them actually aren't too bad, actually. Like, Aero the Acrobat is kind of fun. But yeah, there's this weird mix of, like, good and bad mascots that it's just like, yeah, most of them never panned out. Like, most of them never panned out. But Bubsy's always the one that gets remembered as, like, the one that got too close to the sun. Too close to the sun, and it like Icarus, it tried, and it melted, and the wings melted, and it crashed back down to Earth. And it's genuinely because the games are terrible. They have awful hit detection. It's hard to see, what's a platform and what's not. The way that you do things in the levels, it doesn't make any sense sometimes. It's brutally punishing. It sends you way back when you die. It's just, yeah. And the one-liners, I mean, Gex did it better, even if Gex's one-liners have aged a lot. And when they got to Bubsy 3D, it was like, like, the last 2D Bubsy game was on the Atari Jaguar, of all things. And I don't think anybody's ever really played it. Like, I wouldn't be willing to bet that the first time anybody's going to play the Jaguar Bubsy game will be with the collection that comes out this year. But yeah, the one that's the most infamous, the one that gives Bubsy his reputation as, like, an awful mascot, is Bubsy 3D. Because that game was hyped like crazy by gaming magazines when it was on, about to release. There was pictures, and people were talking about how it's going to be next generation graphics and all that. And then the actual game came out, and it was total trash. The game it looks bad, it plays bad, it sounds bad, it's just bad. Like, it's just bad. There is no good in Bubsy 3D. It's only good for memes, and that's pushing it. Like, when you have Crash Bandicoot coming out and being absolutely fucking amazing, or Jumping Flash, or Ape Escape, or any other mascot, Spyro, and you have Bubsy 3D. Something clearly went wrong in that development process. That was the memes. So, yeah. I'm glad that, they're self-aware about how bad this was. Now, is there such a thing as a good Bubsy game? I think there was a Bubsy game on the PC. Now I want to know. We're gonna find out, chat. Because I thought there was a Bubsy PC game. Let's see. Let's check Steam here. Bubsy. Ah, there was. There was two of them. Okay. This is hilarious. You can't see it here, so I'm gonna duck out. User tags: adventure, action, psychological horror, and memes. Holy cow. What's this one? User tags: action, adventure, runner, and indie. Okay, so the Woolly Strike Back has mixed reviews. Psychological horror. That just gets me, man. That is amazing. Our favorite Bobcat is making a triumphant return 20 years after virtually disappearing from the world stage. N64, PS1. Wait. Was there an N64 Bubsy game? I don't remember that. I thought Bubsy 3D was just on the PS1. Even if you like Bubsy, this is criminally short for the price tag. Cleared at no effort and under an hour my first run. Let's see here. So basically, its biggest crime is that it's just generic. That's what people were saying. Then we got Paws on Fire, also with a mixed review from Accolade. It lacks the charm of a normal Bubsy game, same as the last game, Woolly Strike Back. It's just a bit trip runner clone that adds a few things here and there with Bubsy and a few friends slapped on it like a sticker. So, I guess, yeah, there was some Steam game. Oh, God, that Bubsy design is terrible. What the fuck was that shit? Look at that. Ugh. Yeah. Anyway, alright. Then you got the Bubsy 2 fur, which is just Bubsy 1 and 2. Wait. Ooh. Bubsy 2 for delisting notice. At the time of delisting, the Bubsy 2 for package will instead be made available with purchase of the Bubsy Paws on Fire game. Both new and existing owners of Bubsy Paws on Fire will be able to access Bubsy 2 from their Steam library at no additional cost. So if you really want Bubsy 1 and 2 on your Steam thing, and you're not ready to pay for the Bubsy Perfect Collection, which I don't know why you wouldn't just get this. Good God. Look at that. Look at this atrocity. Look upon ye works in despair. What the? Sorry. This was that Jaguar one. Which is, it's weird. Oh, there was a Game Boy Bubsy. I forgot about that. Is that Japanese Bubsy? Almost worth it just to play Game Boy Bubsy. Anyways, this comes out September 9th. So, yeah, that's cool. It's cool. Yeah, Fractured Furry Tales. That was the one that was for Jaguar. Anyway, so it's nice to see them trying a little bit. Is all I'm saying. So can't complain too much about that. It's just kind of funny. So all right, let's swap back to Gamescom.
The first game I ever played on my PlayStation 29 years ago was Bubsy 3D.
Okay, that is a sad thing to hear. I'm so sorry, Kyle. I am so sorry.
If you told me back then that one day I would be introducing Bubsy 4D to the world, I'd say, yeah, that sounds about right. Now let's keep this pre-show popping. Here's another brand new game announcement.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the last thing is Atari as a game publisher has definitely gotten a lot more interesting over the last couple of years. Not only are they re-releasing a lot of their old catalog for like the 7800 and 2600 as actual physical games you can buy, like cartridges, packaging, everything, which is cool as fuck. And they're relatively affordable. I think they're like $30. Like I wish Nintendo and Sega were doing that for their old consoles. But that's awesome. But they're also doing things with like other publishers, like their whole like revisiting of like Yar's Revenge and like Berserk and just a lot of their old IPs, Haunted House. There's just some really cool stuff that they've been doing. So I'm glad to see that like Atari's trying to be an actual game publisher, and trying all these interesting game ideas and not just being like, hey, let's chase the latest trends, because they kind of were doing that at first, but they became more of like a normal ass game publisher lately, and I appreciate that. I think it's cool. Atari 50 is an amazing collection of Atari history, and like, yeah, just tons of really cool stuff they've been doing. So kudos. Even if you kind of giggle at the idea that there's a Bubsy 4D, it's still kind of cool that they're doing it. So I'm going to give them props for that. Anyways, Battlestar Galactica, which I had no idea was still relevant. The show was pretty sick, though. Although the ending was a little But man, I watched this show like crazy. I love the soap opera. That looked very low budget.
You're watching the Gamescom Opening Night Live pre-show, which will basically be me teeing up wall-to-wall trailers in the time before the main event. We do have an interview coming up with the project lead of Double Fine's Keeper. For now, here's a trailer for a LucasArts classic remastered by Night Dive Studios.
Oh? Is this Star Wars Outlaws? Oh no, this is... What the...
You afraid of dying, kid? Keep that feeling.
Oh, he actually did hit somebody.
The city has my name on it. It's gonna take more than bullets to get what you want, mister. Once a lawman, always a lawman.
Interesting remaster.
If you thought maybe I was exaggerating a little bit when I said this pre-show is filled with exciting and really good trailers because it's my job, normally you'd be right. However, sometimes a trailer is actually just unmistakably exciting and really good, like this one.
Okay. Oh my god, that's awesome! Tony Hawk trains? Really? How has nobody made this game before? I love this. This is so over the top. And then the train turns into a giant robot. All right.
In this year's Xbox Showcase,
That was
Double
fucking
Fine
awesome.
announced their first new game since Psychonauts 2. It's called Keeper. And joining us tonight in a recently pre-recorded interview is the game's project lead, Lee Petty.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me.
I'm so excited to have you here. So you showed a first look at gameplay of Keeper. The game itself is about the lighthouse, but also the bird as well, right? This duo. And I'm curious about whether that was conceptualized first as like imagery, like it sounds like a cool idea, or if that was conceptualized first from like a gameplay standpoint.
I always think about the total experience more than, say, mechanics and art and story. A lot of the game is about, this lighthouse waking up after eons of lying dormant and learning to walk. And the bird is part of that, right? So the bird and the lighthouse are perfect companions because they're different. At the same time, the bird is wary of dark spaces, and there's a malevolent presence around the island that the lighthouse can keep at bay. So together, those two set out on this tale, and their abilities complement each other, but also the bird becomes, I think, kind of the emotional heart of the game.
You have an extensive background as an art director, right? I think that's apparent when anybody just looks at Keeper for the first time. So I'm curious about your inspirations.
There's so many inspirations for Keeper, and one of the ones that really stuck out was the Dark Crystal. I saw it as a kid, and it was really inspiring to me because it felt like such a different take on a fantasy world that I hadn't seen before. And it was beautiful, but also a bit tragic. It was scary at times, but also really playful and fun.
Do the bird and the lighthouse have names?
Yeah, well, at least the bird does. And we call the bird Twig internally because she has a beak that is made of driftwood.
But for now, the lighthouse is simply the lighthouse.
It's just simply the lighthouse, yeah.
Lee, thank you so much for joining us here in the pre-show. When will people be able to play Keeper?
On October 17th this year, which is coming up really soon, and we can't wait for people to get in there and experience our strange, beautiful world for themselves.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Well, that was a great interview. And if you thought this pre-show couldn't get any more masculine, buddy, watch this.
At last, Castle Grayskull is mine!
Not so fast, Skeletor.
Whoa, what's happening? He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction coming soon to all platforms?
Yes, it's He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction. Intense beat-em-up action that puts the power in your hands.
Why are these all beat up ups?
Fight for Eternia with 4 playable heroes, classic arcade controls. It's powered up pixel perfection for your gaming console or personal computer.
Boy, that is straight out of Golden Axe.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction, coming soon. From Limited Run Games.
And Bitmap
Thanks for
Hero.
joining us here at the opening night.
Okay, look, I greatly appreciate the fact that you're using these franchises like Toxic Crusader and X-Men and this one, Rita, Rita's Rewind or whatever, Power Rangers, but they're all beat 'em ups. Is there really nothing else you could have done? Is there really nothing else? I find that hard to believe. And they look the same. A lot of beat 'em ups from the arcade years, some of them look the same, yeah, but there was a lot of variety in beat 'em ups back then. If you're gonna do these licensed properties, mix it up a little bit. They don't all have to be beat 'em ups, and if you want them to be beat 'em ups, make them all look different. But it looks cool. It's He-Man. I'll probably play it.
Live pre-show. We're only about halfway through. It's a sufficiently chunked up show. And just to prove my point, here's a new trailer for Absolum.
What was that Disney show with the frogs? That's what this reminds me of.
October 9th. That's a release date reveal. And I think Frog Mage revealed too. That was cool. Now, if you'd like to take a break at this moment, maybe grab a water and some snacks, I really can't recommend it. Here's a brand new look at Long Gone.
Yeah, don't do that.
What did they do? Weld these things on?
Yeah. This looks kind of cool, though. But I think I've seen this trailer before.
Sometimes, frankly, I'm impressed by the amount of nice worldwide reveals they book for this show. Here's another
Yeah, it
one.
seems really familiar. I think I saw it during Gamescom. Or not Gamescom, Summer Game Fest. No, that's not. Bro. Okay. Can it get delayed if it's actually not even having a release date ever? I'm gonna tell my kids that this was the American Revolution.
So it's my sworn duty
That does look really cool,
show
though.
host to make people excited about Gamescom opening night live. Thing is, you can't just tell someone to be excited. You can't just say, y'all excited, and expect people to start clapping. You have to give them a reason to be excited. So, here they are. The
Y'all excited,
top 10
everybody?
reasons to be excited for Gamescom opening night live 2025. Number 10. Hearing people make noise when someone asks if they're excited. Number 9, a new trailer from The Outer Worlds 2. Number 8, the emotional adventure of seeing a new game for the first time and not knowing if it's free to play or not until the end of the trailer. It's anyone's guess these days. Number 7, Ninja Gaiden 4 is showing up, and every time there's an Azuna drop, someone in the audience always goes, yeah! Number 6, knowing there's no Silk Song, understanding there's no Silk Song, but still thinking, what if there's Silk Song? Number 5, Ghost of Yotei is in this? This PlayStation just had a 19-minute gameplay blowout. You have to wonder what they've been saving for Gamescom. Is that Wolf gonna do something crazy? Number 4, Silent Hill F going full freak mode. Number 3, watching game designers develop their public speaking skills in real time. Number 2, the worldwide reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Now you might be saying, didn't that already happen a couple of months ago? No. That was the teaser. This is the worldwide reveal. And the number 1 reason to be excited about Gamescom Opening Night Live 2025, Resident Evil Requiem. So they just announced this at Summer Game Fest, and then they said, see you at Gamescom. Well, look at the time. It's Gamescom. Or it will be in a matter of minutes. You're still in the pre-show. But how about a new look at Planetenverteidigungskanonen Kommandant?
I'll pause that, and I'm going to duck just so you can see how ridiculous that name is. Okay. It's pretty ridiculous. I agree. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Also, 2 things. One, we actually watched Gamescom earlier today. So if you want to go back and watch it, I have it on my VOD channel on YouTube and obviously VOD here on Twitch. I did catch the whole show. I did not watch the pre-show, which is what we're watching now, because I missed the previews from this guy. So after this, I don't know what we're going to do, but obviously Donkey Kong is on the docket, but yeah, blah, blah, blah. The other thing is they did actually announce Silksong. It was literally like the first announcement of Gamescom. And supposedly, officially coming this year. Apparently people could play the demo of it on the Gamescom floor. So, pretty cool. Also, yeah, that's a long-ass name. Not even going to try to pronounce that. Yeah, I was live early, man. You came in a little bit late.
Good morning,
but
Commander.
yeah, I streamed the whole thing.
The cooperative state has honored me with the supervision of your well-being. Get you back up to speed before our lives are on the line. Glad to see you've not lost your touch. Multiple separatist vessels approach. They wish to eliminate this facility. Destroy them before they do.
The days fly by when you love what you do.
So your job is to fire a giant
Welcome
cannon.
again to the Gamescom Opening Night Live pre-show. If you're just joining us, there's still plenty of time to enjoy some bonus video game trailers before the big show begins. Here's a freaky one.
Oh? Space horror. Oh. Thought the monster was gonna pop up behind the gun. What are we doing here? I'm not really sure what I was watching.
Interesting fact about that game, they actually created that whole environment by 3D scanning the entire bathroom of Jeff Keighley's mansion. Now, we've got 3 more videos and not a lot of time left before ONL begins, so next up, 2 trailers back.
Is that what it is? Because it looked like he was scanning for monsters that would only show up on the screen. So that's what I thought he was looking for, is like an invisible enemy. But I guess that makes sense too. Just kind of weird. But I don't know. I like it. I like how a lot of games have kind of like mastered that like photorealistic look. Like especially with like horror stuff. Just looks like it helps add to the vibe with the analog like filter on the screen and stuff. The robot is the enemy. It could also be a mechanic that temporarily blinds him. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's just not enough information to go on outside of the fact that it's a spooky horror game in space. Or what seems to be space. So, I did like the gun design, though. The gun design was pretty cool.
To back.
Millions of souls pour into the underworld every day. You're no different. My lord, he's here.
I bid you walk the mortal world once more. Fallen leaves return to their roots. You shall gather the souls that stray.
I've watched over this city for ages, and every name in your scroll of death. Not one of them dies quietly. You, a soulless husk. You can judge my fate. Why wrestle rogues when their artifacts can do what brute strength cannot?
This honestly just looks like Black Myth Wukong.
What? The soulless husk?
The living cast their dead to flame, and sacrifice ignites the war banners!
There we go again.
I mean, being chased by a house is kind of new. Alright, that's sick.
If you know not life, how can you know death?
It looked okay. It seemed like it was trying to nail that like wuxia, you know, like Chinese kung fu movie kind of vibe to it. Which I think it did, but I don't know. As cool as a lot of these games coming from China are, a lot of them kind of seem to be the same stuff, just like with a slight twist to it. Like Black Myth Wukong, Wuching Falling Feathers, you know, this one. There's another one that I've seen too with like a dude and he's got the little kid on his shoulder. That one also seemed to be like kind of like this. I'm not sure. There's just something about them where like they look very visually impressive, but they don't really seem to have much else to them. At least that's just how I feel about it. Oh, we saw this is the end of the trailers.
Relax, Deacon. The storm's almost on top of you.
I got eyes on it.
You can still turn around, you know.
Nah, Pineview won't hold out. XDC Logistics.
They said you were coming. But take care now, you hear?
Let's get it done.
This is still just as cheesy as it was a couple hours ago. This man will make a delivery no matter what apocalypse hits him.
I'll give you a moment to catch your breath after that. But to be honest with you, that was not the last king of the road you're going to see in this pre-show. I've got one more trailer for you. A brand new reveal for Sonic Racing Crossworlds.
Yes, that was a tornado. Wait, that's that right?
10.
Damn it, go back. Okay, so September 26th and September 25th for Sonic Crossworlds. But that's what caught my eye. Open network test, August 29th through September 1st. Hell yeah! I've been wanting to see how this plays because I really like Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed. So, you know, if this one is a pretty good racer, I might pick it up. But, yeah, being able to try it out before I buy it, yeah, absolutely. Also, Pac-Man World 2 is just a really good game, too. So is the first Pac-Man World. Actually, all of the Pac-Man Worlds are pretty good games, to be honest. We can skip? What do you mean we can skip? What are we skipping? Oh, gotta see how this game plays? Yeah. Yeah, it's just jumping. It's gonna, yeah. Yeah, when it comes out, you know, we'll try it out. We'll try it out. If I don't want to spoil gameplay. Oh, there's no gameplay. It's just gonna jump right to Gamescom. So, see. Which we already watched all this, so. That was the only stuff was for Sonic Crossworlds. So, yeah. Nothing too crazy. Put some music on here. Alright. So did I miss any other trailers on IGN here?
Metal Gear fan.
Okay, so we had a new Hyperkin controller for the Xbox. What the? What is going on here? Alright, hold on. Pausing music. Why does this look like a PlayStation controller? Hall effect. Oh my god, because it is a PlayStation controller. That's funny. I mean, it doesn't have a it doesn't have the touchpad, but like, yeah, that's, you know, to be honest, I'd almost buy one of these. I have an actual Xbox Series controller, but I'm not a big fan of it. It's very clicky, and the layout kind of is frustrating. I much prefer my DualSense, but my DualSense isn't always compatible with everything on Steam, you know, on my PC. So having native Xbox support, but with a DualSense controller layout would actually be kind of nice. I won't lie. BioShock changes. There's good news and bad news. Star Trek Infection VR. Yeah, they can't use the touchpad with the haptic feedback. But you know, to be honest, like on PC, those features aren't really that useful unless the game directly supports the DualSense controller, which not a lot of them do. Like, they don't support those features, at least, like the touchpad and the haptic feedback. Which, I mean, like, I like the haptic feedback on the DualSense. It's nice, but like, very few games really do anything good with it. And the touchpad is cool, but like a lot of times you just hit it to get the map open or something. But yeah, weirdly enough, one of my favorite controllers is still the Wii U gamepad. That's something that most people are not going to agree with, but I like the idea of having a screen in my controller. The DualSense is PS5 specific, so it's great. No, there's DualSense support in PS and PC games. Not a lot of them, but yeah. Silent Hill 2 remake has DualSense support, full DualSense support. Here, we can actually just here, hold on a sec. Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are going to be, you know, games that are PlayStation 5 that moved to the PC. But as an example, this is Green Man Gaming. Helldivers 2, motion sensors, haptic feedback, and adaptive triggers. Cyberpunk 2077, haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. Hogwarts Legacy, same deal, haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. Spider-Man 2, motion sensors, haptic feedback, and adaptive triggers. Genshin Impact, Hi-Fi Rush, Star Wars Outlaws, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Returnal, of course. So yeah, no, there's quite a few games on the PC that use the DualSense features. Just mostly just like the newest titles, obviously. I wish there was full support for DualSense though. Like, you know, it's frustrating that Sony hasn't released a driver for the PC so that DualSense can get native support. I find that it really, there's still issues with like games only supporting the input for X input for the Xbox controller. So you do still have to kind of fall back sometimes in using like DS for Windows on titles that like a really good example of this is Epic Game Store. You know, there's a lot of games that just don't, because there's no like Steam input for Epic. So yeah, that's really the most frustrating thing. So like having the Hyperkin controller with the Xbox layout or the PlayStation layout gives you that, you know, ability to feel like you're having a PlayStation controller in, you know, PC environment without having to rely on like input layers and stuff. So yeah, Sony's weird about it. They have a USB dongle that gives more support, but like it's dumb. It's dumb. Sony's really been like historically really weird about proprietary technologies. You know, like it's not always a bad thing, but like it is frustrating when you're looking at like multi-platform support. Sony's technologies get really in the way of that kind of thing. So you know, or their stubborn refusal to use actual normal ass SD cards on like the Vita and the PSP. You know, you had to have those stupid like micro whatever, do like a Magic Gate, you know, cards, which were just SD cards but with like a weird encryption layer on them. You know, so then they would charge you like 10 times as much for the card. You know, I remember the 64 gigabyte memory card for the Vita was like $100 or something insane like that. So yeah. Anyway, all right. So what do we got on IGN here? Let's see here. Star Trek Infection VR. I remember seeing this trailer. Captured in-engine and on MetaQuest 3.
There is a dangerous individual aboard. I have to stop him first.
Oh, you're playing a Vulcan.
If you give in to your emotions, the mutation will progress more rapidly. You'll forget who you are.
My cognitive functions are affected by the infection. Logic
Weird.
dictates that every problem has a rational solution.
You love and you hate, and now you're alone.
The first narrative survival set in the Star Trek universe. Interesting. I love how it's called official release date trailer and it just says coming 2025. But that looks cool. Like, interesting idea for a VR game. I really need to get my MetaQuest set up for streaming so that I can actually play some of these games on the stream. That would be a really fun one to try, I think. Let's see, what else was there? Well, we saw all these trailers. The Resident Evil Requiem gameplay trailer, which I will argue is not really gameplay, but you know, it did show some cool stuff. Jean Quay, Ghost of Yote, Spectrum. Yeah. The Quest 3S? Yeah, it is actually. It's got the horsepower of the Quest 3, but with the lenses of the Quest 2. So if you're not bothered by the lenses, you know, it's a nice headset. I have the actual Quest 3, the normal one. Although mine is the 256 gigabyte version or whatever, but not really. It's the same Fresnel lenses. There's really not much of a difference between the lenses on the Quest 2 and the Quest 3S. The pancake lenses on the Quest 3 are what's a big deal. Well, obviously the horsepower. But the power of the Quest 3S and the Quest 3 is the same. Oh, the lenses, it doesn't bother you? Yeah, it really bothered me. I bought a Quest 2 and it gave me a lot of, like, I wouldn't call them like headaches, but like my head hurt. I don't know how to explain it, but like, or my brain hurt. Like it wasn't eye fatigue. It wasn't like the fatigue of the face, you know, like it resting on your head, you know, the strap and all that. This was different. And it was just, I could use it for about 20 minutes or so, and then my head would just be throbbing. And it wasn't a headache, because I know what a headache is, and it wasn't an eye ache, and it was always located right at like right above my forehead, you know, that area there. So people were like, "Oh, that's just VR stuff. You get used to it." But I couldn't. I had it for about a week, and I threw in the towel. I'm like, "Yeah, this isn't for me." And then the local Best Buy, they had a demo station for the Quest 3. And I had heard that the Quest 3 had new lenses. They call them pancake lenses. And they said the field of view is wider, and you know, it didn't cause your eyes to strain as much. So I'm like, sure, I'll give it a shot. So I went to the Best Buy, I tried it out, and I was shocked at how much easier it was on my eyes to actually see through the lenses, and everything just felt clearer. So, you know, fast forward about a year later, and I got a really good deal on mine. I bought mine used from a local shop here. For some reason, they were giving it to me for like $230 with an extended battery pack. And I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I do that? So I picked it up, and yeah, I've had it for about a year now. No, not even. It's just that, you know, I haven't really been able to set it up and play games on it much. I needed to get because I wear glasses in real life. I needed to get the like lenses for the you know, the prescription lenses from Zenny. And then I actually just got a new strap for it from Kiwi, because the one I had was like some knockoff Chinese one, which supposedly has a longer battery life, but it never felt like it. You know, but I still have it as a backup just in case. But then the one from Kiwi takes the weight off of the headset and puts it onto the strap itself, so it feels a lot better on my head. So yeah, but like streaming it, I need to figure out like how to keep it charged while I'm streaming it, and then I want to pick up virtual desktop and stuff, and then just, you know, VR chat, and, you know, just have some fun exploring and just, you know, playing some interesting goofy games, as best as I can anyway. PC VR is, you know, obviously very intensive, but yeah, it's just be kind of fun to goof off of VR. Yeah, Arizona Sunshine, Half-Life Alyx. There's a lot of really cool, quirky things you could do with VR. So yeah, it just would be really fun to kind of, you know, start doing that. But yeah, I don't want to be like the VR streamer or anything like that. But you know, there's just a lot of cool content. Even in like just VR chat by itself, you can visit all the different worlds and stuff, and there's some really cool stuff I've seen. So yeah, couldn't hurt to at least get it all set up. But you know, that's I need to actually do all these things instead of talking about them. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do VR streams all the time. I feel like I would like I feel like I would get too many headaches from that. But you know, just VR like once a week, or, you know, a couple times a month or something for streaming would be kind of fun. Would be, yeah, I think so, at least. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I gotta stop talking about these things and start actually doing them. Let's see here. I don't understand the people who only do VR streams. It's a niche, for one thing. You know, people always say you need to niche down into certain things. Otherwise it's hard to get noticed, which I think that's probably true to some extent. I've seen people niche too far down, but other than that, there's just people who really like VR. You know, like I've seen some of the VR YouTubers and stuff, and like they really, really fucking love VR. And you know what? More power to them. VR is cool. Like I'm impressed with how far VR technology has come. Like, we are not anywhere near Sword Art Online yet, but one day we will be. You know, hopefully not trapped inside it, but yeah, I mean, like we're getting there fast. You know, like we're you know, we don't have the full dive yet, but yeah, I mean, it's getting to be that time. So the mention of Sword Art Online. Well, yeah, I mean, full dive VR MMOs, yeah, that's the future, man. Like, there will be a time, there is absolutely going to be a time where VR is so common that and so immersive that you're going to have people, they're going to have VR sickness. They're never going to want to take that helmet off. They will be much happier in their virtual world than they ever were in real life. Like, it's going to be a problem, like a genuine issue. And people are going to have therapy and all sorts of things for it. Not to mention, the longer you spend in VR, the more you disassociate from the real world, you know, and then you start questioning what reality is. Yes, it's absolutely a real thing now, because people are doing it with AI. There are many, many stories popping up in the news about people who have been talking to AI chatbots and becoming so, you know, like they believe in these things. There was a dude who died, actually, because he thought that the woman he was talking to on a chat thing was real. And the AI's safeguards for saying, no, I'm not real. Yeah, well, it didn't happen. So he traveled and, you know, he was an old man, like 75, thought he was going to meet the love of his life, who was not real. But the AI gave him a fake address that was to a real location, but like gave him an address, told him to meet her there, that she was absolutely real and everything. Yeah, and he ended up tripping on something and falling over and dying, which is just, what a weird ass sad way to go. But yeah, and there's people that have gotten like delusions of grandeur. There was one guy that basically he was convinced by the AI bot that he was inventing like some amazing super science thing, you know, for infinite energy. So yeah, like it's a big problem, and it's only going to get worse. The more people rely on AI for things, yeah, it's a big issue. That said, I mean, sure, I would live in Sword Art Online world forever. Goodbye, real world. Yes, Spotify does this too. Spotify has AI bands that they don't tell you are AI. And yeah, it's AI music, and that's what they fill your playlist with. So the belief is that the reason why Spotify is doing it is so they don't have to pay actual artists money every time that the song plays for revenue. Tinder's the biggest culprit. Yeah, AI is starting to flood everything. A lot of YouTube videos use AI or are almost completely AI, which is scary. And then you have like, here, let me put some music on for background here while we're talking. Oh god, that's loud. But yeah, you have you have YouTube being filled with AI stuff. I would argue that a lot of the bots on social media, like on X, Twitter, whatever, Blue Sky, Reddit, like all that kind of stuff, that's AI bots just arguing with each other. Like the whole, you've heard the dead internet theory, right? Where the internet's basically just robots yelling at each other. Instead of like there's no real people on the internet, it's all machines. So yeah, I think we're kind of sliding into that future where you can't tell what's real anymore. And it's ironic because like if nothing is real, then I guess VR, baby. You know? But I do think that like by necessity, because right now you have companies paying politicians tooth and nail, you know, like as much money as they can to fight any of the regulation of AI, because it's a big gold rush right now, right? But like there's a certain point where like that's just not feasible. You have to put your foot down, because the dangers to society of AI right now are just so great, and they're just going to get stronger. That like I think you're gonna have to be forced to regulate it, whether you like it or not. You're gonna have to put your foot down, like even for like a platform like YouTube, or these dating sites and stuff. Like, what happens when your clients aren't real? Like, you need these people to give you ad revenue, right? Like that's, you know, like you need people to give you money. If everybody's a robot, you don't get any money from anything. Who gets paid? Like that's the same problem with automation. If you have robots taking over everybody's job, what do people do? How do they pay for products? And if they don't pay for products, then that's kind of a problem for capitalism, because how do shareholders make money if there's no money? It's like nobody's thought about this yet. It's weird. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like there's an article explaining how Google lost control of Google Gemini multiple times. I would believe it. I would believe it. It was a couple of years ago when Microsoft debuted a chatbot on like Facebook or whatever, and within like 20 minutes, it was starting to yell about Hitler was awesome and Jews were terrible. Yeah. Elon Musk. I think you were talking about that like a week or two ago, where Grok was all of a sudden like spouting out that he was like the Hitler God machine or something like that. Like, yeah, AI is supposed to have safeguards in terms of like what it delivers to the person querying it. So like Facebook is in trouble because their AI has been a bit sexual towards minors in ways that it should not be. But there's safeguards that are supposed to be in place for AI to not give you certain answers. And obviously, as we see, it doesn't work. So yeah, it's just a mess. Oh, these are like movies and stuff. Alright, looks like there wasn't much else to talk about for Gamescom. Shock. Oh, was it Twitter? Okay. I thought it was Facebook. I just remember that like it went horribly off the rails very quickly. Why Twitter? For the same reason that Elon Musk wanted to buy it. The volume of information that flows through Twitter is kind of crazy sometimes. And it's trying to think of like I would wager that the issue is that Twitter's responses are limited to 180 characters or less. Which helps kind of keep the bot like controlled for information, I would guess. I genuinely don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just that's the one they just chose because that's the one they chose. It is a go-to for information. And I suppose back when they did it in 2016, Twitter was more reliable for that. But I mean, they could have done Facebook though. Why did they pick Twitter over Facebook? It's just kind of weird. That's what the Twitter Google Docs meme came from? Ah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I think we got it. Yeah, there we go. Yep, more Donkey Kong. I gotta finish this game. Okay. Hey there, big fella. Think you can smash through 300 or 30,000 M3 of Thorns and Slayer? If you do, we'll give you a banana. Okay. $30,000 is a lot then, damn. Wow. Oh, you can like just see the banana. Oh, wow. Okay, so you can see the bananas you missed. I totally remember to do that. Absolutely. Also forgot to spell Donkey Kong correctly. Not Donkey Kong. There we go. I still missed all those bananas? Wow. Hmm. The handling fee of 200. I'll never get old. Alright, I got 2 health. Hmm. already bought that one and that one. Let's just see. Yo, you get the bow tie. Two new colors for DK. Get out of the thing. Oh, hey.
Good one.
Hey! Whose big hairy mug finally turned up? That's all you have to say? Listen up and listen good. It'll serve you well to hear this. Do you know why I'm down here, eh? Well, I'll tell you, it's because a certain big shot was derelict of duty. When I heard there was a banana bandit on the loose, I knew to blame. Just need to assess where to hide. Was this the same one that he gave me in the other one? I feel like this is the same one he gave me in the other zone. We're checking into the hotel, yes? Well, good news, you're almost there. Please just stay focused and climb in the big tree. Hazards are bound to late, though I trust you can handle them.
Focus. You okay? There's a banana! Nice one! There, apple! You okay?
Halfway there.
Easy now. An apple! All right! Ooh, a banana!
Hey, Abyss. How's it going, man? I don't know how to get up there. Didn't mean to stream for a long time, was just playing and completing quests. Yeah, I get that feeling. We can clear out these thorns. That'll make it easier to climb the big tree. Heck yeah. Probably done for Monster Hunter Wilds for a bit. You're not excited about the Final Fantasy crossover? Not really. Yeah, I can't see being very excited about it. From what I saw, it was like it was a mount and like a boss fight, I think, and that was kind of about it. Which seemed a little sus, you know, like it seemed like there should have been more content. You know, like I didn't see new armor, I didn't see new weapons. And like, I think the telling thing to me was I watched Maximilian do's reaction to it. He did have really much of a reaction at all. Which basically just tells me that like it's really not something to get excited about. Oh no, this is the ostrich power-up, isn't it? Does feel kind of sporadic or lackluster. Yeah, I feel like a lot of crossover stuff's kind of like that these days. Welcome to the Eggshell Hotel. Let me guess, more visitors from the surface? I'm the manager of this luxurious establishment. Thanks to my skills as a proprietor, the Eggshell Hotel posts a 10-star hospitality rating. That's a lot of stars. But the tub is just my side gig these days. I'm a DJ now. Yeah, my music career is taking flight. Well, what about you, my esteemed guest? What is it you seek? Bananas, but the planet core. My apologies. I'm afraid we aren't offering guided trips at this time. 2 self-proclaimed VIPs from the surface checked in here not long before you. They were quite a nuisance, spreading poison and all sorts of nastiness. I fear they've affected the quality of our service. We may find ourselves reduced to, dare I say it, 9 stars. By the looks of it, you're capable of wielding Bananza powers. I shall grant your hotel's finest amenity, the Ostrich Bananza. If that sounds to your liking, then I have a task for you. You must bring my ancient record to me, the whole thing. It was split into 2 pieces, you see. The attentive staff here can provide more details. Please enjoy your stay. Alright. Let's see what we got here. I'm excited for crossword stuff, but it depends on how I handle it. Currently, the grinding for RNG Charm Salesman was not handled as best as it could have been. Yeah, I feel like a lot of Monster Hunter Wilds it doesn't have the same level of like care that Monster Hunter World did. I mean, it looks pretty sometimes, but that's kind of about it. Like, I was pretty excited until I tried the beta. And then I was like, yeah, this kind of doesn't feel as good as World. So, honored guests, you seek the power of the ostrich. Quite an undertaking. Alas, the ancient record stone for us broken into. No record, no bonanza, you see. That said, members of our staff reported seeing the missing pieces near the hotel pool and in the garden. I myself laid down eyes on the piece of ancient record near the pool. Head to the egg room below to retrieve a record piece by the pool. Best of luck. There's a banana gem there.
Aim. There it is.
Why does this feel kind of Splatoonish? I mean, it's got that Mario Odyssey thing to it.
Focus. There's a record piece.
Okay, now how do I get this up there? Oh, there's a barrel. Did I really just fling it all the way over there? God, I'm an idiot.
A map.
I could really use the health.
Wow, you were out like a light, PK.
The record ended back over there? It totally did.
Steady.
Alright, so we gotta get the other half here. Do I have to get up there?
Nice one.
Aha.
I knew you could do it, DK.
Well, that was easy.
A record piece. Cool. Yes, got 'em all.
All right, here we go. I love doing this. All right.
Okay, here I go.
Oh my fucking god. This game's fucking weird. I don't know what just happened there. I think that was a drug-induced fever dream.
We did it, DK! You got the ostrich bonanza!
Extraordinary. You're seeing my stories beyond the clouds. Pardon my excitement. It is time for you to check out, but I do have one final request. If you see those horrid guests, give them a 10-star ostrich bonanza beatdown for me. Well then, I hope you enjoyed your stay with us and eagerly await your next visit. Safe travels.
Thank you, Elder!
Dive to the next sublayer. What, really? I feel like I haven't done much in this one. So why is Pauline's daughter with Donkey Kong Jr.? This is actually Pauline as a kid and Donkey Kong. Just Donkey Kong. But, like, it doesn't make any sense because Cranky Kong is here. And Cranky Kong is supposed to be the original Donkey Kong. I don't know. I'm trying not to think too hard about it. I feel like there's some things that you just really can't think too deeply about.
Since when do ostriches fly? Okay, yeah!
Okay, so we're unlocking shortcuts, which is nice. That'll take me back up to there, I think. I was hoping to check in somewhere below, but found this rather pungent face blocking the way. Oh, he's up there. Okay.
What do you think's waiting for us down there, DK?
Is that really all there was to this area? I mean, I guess there's a few things. There's that secret area down there. And there too. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some places to explore here, but...
Should we teleport there?
Ooh. Chase the banana. Follow your instincts. I feel like I've played this game like a ton and barely scratched the surface compared to other people streaming this where they zoom through the game and they don't collect nothing and they move on to the next game right away. Ostrich Bonanza skills are now available. So what do we got? Glide, better flutter, egg bomb. Yeah, it's recommending me get more hearts. Probably for good reason. The wetlands are usually quite picturesque, but then the poison began to flow, and our beautiful layer became more and more submerged in this awful stuff. If this keeps up, even the Eggshell Hotel will be safe on its perch above. Yeah, basically. 3 plants spout forth the poison from here. You see from here. Please make them stop. I've been able to get by without a lot of, like, taking a lot of damage, but it is starting to pile up with a lot of these environmental hazards. Oh, there's the plant. Okay, so that awful plant up there, it's spouting poison all over everything. I'd rather crump there's a rock is in the way. Yeah, that's not a problem for me.
Poison's gone down. Let's smash the rest.
Does that remind you of Super Mario Galaxy? wow, I can't actually punch through it. Hey. Why can't I get in here? Oh, that one lets me jump in. Ostrich Bonanza, Flighty Feast. I got them all, dang. Gotta love the music, man.
And we're back.
Those toxins were stinging, but this view's got us singing. We were submerged in poison until a moment ago, but that's all water under the bridge now. What a scenic marsh. But you probably enjoy bananas more than scenery. Here, take this treasure map. Oh, cool.
Let's go get it.
Maybe later. We're gonna get that other, Well, actually, I suppose it is over there, but how do I get over there? What we got? See. Ooh, actually. I think I could use this guy to jump up on there. Ah. Well, I guess that'll have to do. Okay. So I couldn't really jump over there. Oh, okay, I see it now. And there's a banana over here I totally missed. How?
A banana!
Oh. Sorry, buddy. The mysterious rubbery roost is ahead. We have a tip for you. You can hold B to... Yeah, I already know about that. Oh.
Oh, wow!
Ah! Get out of the water! Oh, get out of the water! No! No! Ah! Okay, that was bad. Alright, I already knew about that. What's that over there? Okay, we gotta get rid of the... Okay, it's over there. Nope, I died.
Time to focus.
Alright, did I at least... Okay, I did save my progress on that. Okay, nice. No, my money. I mean, our money.
Only one more. Let's smash it.
I think she's quite pleased with my performance. Oh, that's hard to do. Oh, that's a way to cheese it. Wow. Shifty smash, rubber reverse. Yeah, skill point. Where did we go? Do you know? 4 of us are hiding nearby. Seek and find all of us. Give it a try. Well, one of you is right there. Okay. Wreck-It Ralph, huh? I don't know how to break this.
Steady. Ooh, a map.
How does that work? And it still isn't broken? There we go, finally.
Amazing!
Isn't that the spider from Donkey Kong Country?
A banana?
I thought it was.
Looks cozy.
Nice. Well, for how much damage I'm taking, I could use the extra health.
Oh, my teeth. DK, you were awake? I'll tell you what happened. But you have to promise not to laugh at me, okay? I saw a piece of that bouncy, rubbery stuff outside. It's kind of pretty, so I picked it up. And when I looked at it up close, I realized it sort of looked like candy. And it smells sweet too, no joke. So I figure I might as well take a bite and see what happens. But the joke's on me. This thing is super rubbery. It can't be chomped. No more eating things off the ground for me. I'll leave that to you, DK.
Right?
Refreshed and ready to go. I see you.
Where's this last guy at?
Good one. Yes!
Rah.
Nice one!
I don't know where this other guy is. My guess was that he's like kind of hiding in a weird spot. But unless he's like, you know, like really out of the way place, which I mean he might be, but
Poison!
Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing. I don't know where this guy could be.
Let's do this!
There we go. Munchoid times 4.
Nice one!
Well, that's pretty easy. That was a bit easy.
What an adventure!
Alright, so we got that guy. I say we go over here.
Wow.
Alright, so we got that part taken care of. I should actually buy some juice. There we go.
Just what we needed. Ooh, a map. Let's do this.
All right. Bouncing for bananas. Ah. Oh no, this is gonna be terrible.
There's a banana.
Gotta lock in for this. No! The camera angle got messed up. All right. Ah, agreed.
That was close. Cool.
You know what? You're right. I probably could have. Shit. Oh well. I didn't even think of that. Oh well.
What an adventure!
But I got all the bananas, so I say we done good.
Nice!
You know, if I didn't know any better, this music really reminds me of Sticker Brush Symphony from Donkey Kong Country 2. Okay, I kind of knew that already. Let's get some extra hearts.
Hey, DK, are you awake? I was just thinking about the Eggshell Hotel. It's so fancy. The furniture looks really nice. Plus, there's a garden and a pool.
I'll show you in a sec.
It makes me feel like I'm a famous guest, basking in eggy luxury. That's a feeling I could get used to. Now then, good sir, the hour has grown late and I must retire. Good night.
So, Donkey Kong and Pauline can have their own custom outfits. So far I have these different ties. Some of them will give you different, like, bonuses and stuff. Honestly, I haven't really found anything that's, like, required. You can buy different furs for Donkey Kong. So if you want them to be, you know, like here's this, where's this OG one here? Yeah. But, you know, green, blue. And then different, like, pants. Swimming speed, increase your speed in mud and snow. There's different colors that'll get you more, like, abilities. So that's the glow she starts with. And then when you're ready, there you go. And then the other thing you can do here is, see the loads. You can change the discs. So if you want to have like the various music from the game, you just have to find the records as you're going around destroying everything. I don't have some of these yet. I'm not really sure, like, these are all blank, so I'm guessing I haven't discovered them. And then these are all, like, the ones for the areas you've been in, but you can't select them yet. I'm not really sure. I've only found a few, actual, like, records. I don't even know, like, if there's a rhyme to them or anything like that. But the ones that are highlighted white, it's the ones you can pick. So, you know, like DK rap. It just does that over and over though. And then this is your bonus stages. Anyways, I like that one. But yeah, you can get tons more as you play. But you really got to be digging and looking around for all the tricks and secrets and stuff. Which is not a bad thing. Like, this game definitely encourages that you explore and look around the world and destroy stuff. Honestly, it's kind of fun just running around trashing everything. You know, just blowing it all up. kind of funny because the tracks almost think of electric jazzy swing. Kind of, yeah. Forgot, this guy can just do it for me.
Battle face on.
Crocoid times 3, huh? That did not go well.
Nice one. One left. Breeze through that one. Okay.
So these are supposed to be like bonus stages and stuff, but like really what they remind me of is they remind me of like the Zelda shrines. Which isn't entirely a bad thing, but I found like
And we're back.
the fact that there was so many of them kind of diminished like how interesting any of them were, because a lot of them were just kind of easy. Alright, we got rid of that third one. Ooh.
All right, down we go.
I was just watching someone play the older Zelda games like Twilight Princess, and I'm like, yeah, Dungeons and Dragons just kind of disappeared. Yeah, they really did. And, like, I think what irks me the most about Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is that, like, on the surface, they're really good games. Don't get me wrong. But they don't really feel like Zelda games to me. Like, I'm not saying dungeons are what makes Zelda Zelda, but, like, Zelda to me was always kind of like a game of, like, kind of like peeling back an onion a little bit. Yeah, they're vast, but they're kind of empty. Like, don't get me wrong, you know, no Zelda game is really that good about giving you like a world to be in, but like it's hard to explain, but like it feels like they spent so long trying to chase the formula that got them Link to the Past. And they kind of got there with like Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time and stuff like that. But then like when they hit the GameCube era, they were like they kind of got a little lost, right? You know, and you know, not saying that Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, like they're terrible games. Even Skyward Sword, for the crap it gets, is not a bad game. But like the Zelda formula to me, I feel like has always been like there is the main quest with the overworld, and then all of the hidden under like stuff like the dungeons, the cracks in the walls, the secrets. You know, like the game was really just kind of trying to get you to explore, right? Which Breath of the Wild is the game tried to get you to do, but they do it in a way where it's like, you see that mountain, you can go there, instead of like, here is a tightly controlled area, and we will let you explore in that area as you wish. But that area is going to have a lot of secrets to make it feel like the area is bigger than it actually is. And the way we're going to layer the secrets is that as you progress through the game, each new thing you unlock will allow you to go back and find more cool things you didn't see before. Like that formula is a Link to the Past, you know? So like, oh, there's a rock in your way and you can't lift it. Well, oh, wow, look at that. 3 dungeons later, you get this mitt and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that rock from like way back, you know? I'm going to go over there and try it out. So you use the the mittens or whatever, the gloves on the rock, and boom, you can lift up the rock. And suddenly you have a whole new area you can check out that you couldn't do before. Like that kind of a thing. You know, there's older Nintendo games always had a, ooh, what's that in the distance that you know you couldn't get to in the moment. But like at some point, there would be some way of progressing that you could do that. Like it's the Metroid like brain itch where it's like, you can't open the door now, but when you get the ice beam, you can. But how do you get the ice beam? You know, and so on and so forth, right? It's that like peeling the layers, onions and stuff like that back, you know? And that was to me like the essence of the Zelda formula. Even when they messed with it, like with A Link Between Worlds, it still was there. I mean, yeah, you could basically just buy any weapon you wanted to, but the dungeons themselves, you still needed to figure them out. You know, you still needed to like unravel the world as you played through it. It wasn't very simple to just beat the game. You know, so it's like, and Link Between Worlds is probably my favorite recent Zelda, which I say recent, even though it's been over a decade now, but like Link Between Worlds is a fantastic game. You know, and yeah, Link's Awakening remake is cool and stuff. The Zelda Echoes of Wisdom game is okay. Like I wasn't a big fan of it, but to be fair, the Switch 2 patch does help improve performance a lot. So I might revisit it just to kind of see if maybe that was the reason why I kind of bounced off it, but I don't know. But yeah, Wind Waker has some issues though. Like Wind Waker is like, yeah, I don't know. The problem with Wind Waker is the end game is really bad. You can tell that during development they kind of had to rush it. And then Skyward Sword's problem is that there's too much like weirdness between like you know, you dive down to the planet, you know, type of thing, and then you go to do it's like that constant like overworld, and the boss repeats a lot. I don't know. I mean, it's cool for what it is. It's also my favorite version of Zelda, but yeah, it's I don't know. It could be a better game. It could be. Well, I'm not talking about the remakes for Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, because like the originals, I mean, like Twilight Princess's big issue for me personally was that just starting the game took too fucking long. Like the whole time that you spend from the village all the way to when you become Wolf Link, and then meet Midna, and then eventually become Link again, it's really long. And like it's an incredibly slow start, which is unusual for a Zelda game. And then Wind Waker, of course, the biggest issue with Wind Waker is the boat. Like the boat, then you got to find the islands, and when you get to the end where you have to do like the Triforce quest thing, oh, that sucked. I mean, the ending is really good though. The payoff is good with Ganon. The Ganon fight's great, but like, yeah, you know. Also, I don't understand how Zelda went from Tetra being tan to Zelda being pure white. That whole transformation thing was kind of weird. But yeah, I mean, I like all those games. I love Zelda, but like, yeah, I just, you know, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, they're really cool playgrounds, but like, I don't really feel like they're good Zelda games. But I don't know. I mean, I'm in the minority, obviously, because they sold like fucking crazy. More than other Zeldas ever did, so maybe I'm the weird one. I do like how Twilight starts. Since Link wasn't born a hero, he was just a simple guy living a peaceful life. Well, I mean, he kind of always is, right? Like in Wind Waker, he's just some, you know, kid, some grandma's kid. You know, in Ocarina of Time, he's just some kid that was adopted by the local wood, you know, children. Majora's Mask obviously kind of starts out as the hero, but he's the fallen. Well, he's not the fallen hero, but like, you know, Majora's Mask is just weird in general. You know, in Link's Awakening, he's a castaway. Let's see, in Links of the Past, he's the uncle's nephew who just gets visions from, but like in all of the Zelda games, he's always he's the Triforce of Courage, Zelda's the Triforce of Wisdom, and Ganon's the Triforce of Power. Like that dichotomy. So like, okay, fine, sure. You know. But what I do like about Twilight Princess is that it's probably, especially the ending sequences. I liked that depiction of Ganon. I like that depiction of Zelda. I like that depiction of, like, Midna was cool. I miss Midna. Midna was an awesome character. You know, Link is Link. He's the faceless protagonist that you kind of self-insert into. You know, or voiceless protagonist, I should say. Ganon was the coolest, though, I thought. Like, man, I think there's a reason why that Twilight Princess, like, look has stuck around for so long. Because Twilight Princess is cool. I think Twilight Princess could probably use a genuine remake. Like, brand new, you know, 20-something, you know, whatever graphics, you know, and, you know, Switch 2 graphics. You know, fix up that opening sequence so it's a little more succinct, you know, like tweak the dungeons, like all that kind of stuff. But like the first full revamp of a Zelda game, I think should be Twilight Princess, because Twilight Princess just had so much potential. You know, and it really just feels like it would really be the benefit the most, especially with the art style. I know everybody would like, you know, everybody wants to have a, you know, Ocarina of Time remaster or whatever, but like, eh. They could legit make an anime movie of Twilight. Well, they made a manga. The Zelda mangas are actually kind of cool. But yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It does make me curious about the Zelda movie, because it's going to be live action, which I don't know if I agree with that, but okay. But yeah, I mean, oh, my knee. Fucked up my knee at work, and I don't know how. It's been hurting me for like 3 days now. My back too, honestly, but the back is not my fault. The back is my fucking job's fault. They put me on a lot of work, and I told them not to, and they did it anyway. Because they didn't have anybody. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I would say my favorite Zelda is still going to be Link's Awakening. Ocarina of Time is pretty good. Probably say Link's Awakening, A Link to the Past, and after that it gets a little murky. One of my favorite fan films is the one done by Majora Link. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of the fan films. Zelda really has some, like, cool culture stuff. It's just a shame that, like, I don't know, Nintendo's just really weird about it. At least it wasn't the comedy one where Doc Martin has to explain the timeline to Link. Why do you look like an ostrich? Nice. What is this mess down here? As a guest with the heart of an ostrich, surely you've learned the skill we call glide. Isn't it wonderful the way you can float on the air once you stop flapping your wings? Gliding is a popular pastime amongst the staff here, so you really must give it a try. Two extremely vexing guests buried a seed over yonder. It was a small seed, and yet in an instant it grew into a forest of thorns and began spitting a tide of poison. The forest lair, once renowned for its hospitality, quickly became the foreboding wasteland before you. That fluff, this foul flora, is the source of thorns and poison that plagues this beautiful place. It must be stopped. Did you have to make that fun? Uh-oh. Boss fight? Yep. Abracadabra.
Watch out! Here it comes! Use the vines to get across! Let's try air turret! That Look out!
Oh, it has to be full, huh? There we go. Return to Monke.
Okay.
Alright, so all those fossils you were collecting, you can actually use them to buy all of the items that you'd use for customization. So, for example, pants, bow tie, clothes for Pauline, which I guess are locked because I didn't buy this one. I'm not sure how that works. And of course the colors. So the only thing that you don't have to upgrade is your colors for your fur. Otherwise, it's all like stuff you gotta do. So when you buy this, it can get stronger. And it does max out, I think, after like the third time you buy it. But the gimmick is that you can only buy the items from this layer with fossils from this layer. And there's enough fossils to buy everything you want, but you can't take the fossils from this layer and start buying up stuff on another layer. So, or level, I guess you would call it. So basically what I've been doing is I've just been buying the like buying the stuff that just the color, because I don't really care about the stats. But yeah, then you go over to the closet. And you can see, yeah, basically to prevent hoarding. It also encourages you to explore each level. Restores your Bananza as you defeat enemies. That's actually a good one, I think.
Suits you.
So then we have that one. And grape. Reduces damage from poison water by 10%. Yeah, I don't need that. I think we'll stick with this one. Yeah, I admit that's pretty, purple one. We can do purple.
Perfect.
Grape ape action. There we go. See? Nice little, like, bonus. Take care, Abyss. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Appreciate the raid, man. You have a great night. Hope you get some good rest. Where is this cake he made? This is new. The junction. Sublayer 700. Oh, you're not trapped? Think the tones. There was a bridge here, but it sank under the weight of this purple metal. If you destroy that strange device over there, the bridge should return.
They're targeting us! Let's head there.
We're free. So am I.
Hey, a banana!
This game has like this weird, eerie feeling to it sometimes. It's cool.
That's Void's machine, right? Why isn't it moving? was close.
What? Come on. What?
We're saved!
That made no sense.
You okay?
Hmm.
And we're back. You need a break. Focus. You okay? Easy now. You okay? Easy now.
I don't know. Okay, it just won't let me. I'm going to guess it's the same issue on this side. I need to get to that. How? Oh, okay. I know. So I have to go back and do that other zone. Yep. This one. So you don't have a choice. You have to do this either way. The only choice is which one you wanted to do first. That's why the music's the same. That's clever, I guess.
Easy now.
Take the other branching path.
Here? Let's go a different way this time. You okay? Get him! Let's go!
I'll take it. Freezer lair.
Easy now. So cold. Let's get down from here. You need a break.
Harry, we ran some Hiroshima.
Easy now. Good one. Quick, the apple. Oopsie. Phew. You found a map. Hey, a banana. All right. Look out!
Uriri piarok. Uriri makro. Morame. Ibranya Morieti. Oh, Grata Mori. Oh, Merits Dardu Machu. Shiribiaro.
Okay.
All right. Ugh. Bedtime sounds like a good idea, actually. So I'd say we've had some pretty fun times today. So I think we should probably just call it a stream here, to be honest. And nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. Let's see here. Put the switch into sleep mode. Flip back over to the stream and do our thing here. All right. There we go. All right, guys. It's been real. Today was actually really fun. We covered Gamescom and saw all the cool new stuff and talked about it a bunch. And yeah, that was neat. Kirby Air Ride thing, the direct was kind of interesting. Got some Donkey Kong in. I'd say it's been a pretty productive day for streaming and content creation and all that. Yeah. So next time I'm live, we'll be having more Donkey Kong. Like I said, I really want to get this game finished up. I have so many other games I want to play, and I've been kind of stuck on this one for about a month now. Not that I'm complaining, because it's been a great game, but yeah, definitely the completionist in me is slowing me down a lot. And I want to get onto other games. I got Alan Wake 2, Silent Hill 2. I want to get Silent Hill 2 out of the way before Silent Hill F comes out. There's just a lot of really good games coming, and I don't have enough time to be sitting around and playing just one game right now. I want to play a bunch of games. I want to be a variety streamer. I don't want to be the Donkey Kong Bananza streamer. But yeah, I guess that's kind of it for today. So on that note, goodbye, farewell. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I appreciate the raids, and I appreciate the just all of the love and affection. You guys are great. So I will see you next time, hopefully soon. I would like to be able to stream tomorrow night as well, but we'll see how it goes. I will definitely be streaming again this week, though, in the next couple of days. So, but like I said, more Bananza. That's what's on the menu. So take care, everybody. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you on the other side. Bye-bye.